screen. Hi guys. So I realized that I did not have it on the starting soon screen. So if you saw my fantastic blanket, you're welcome. It's not that bad. It's really not. Alright. So, welcome to Sleeping Angels, where we poke sleeping angels and hope they don't wake up. And it is a homebrew game that I made. It is 5e because, oh, there's my red lipstick that I was looking for 2 days. Hi. 5e homebrew game. Real quick, thank you to Roll20, Tabletop Loot, Cinderware, and Denver for sponsoring and supporting the channel. Also, you can join the Patreon and help out there, giving us some extra stuff, and hop into the Discord. There's always people there. You'll never be lonely. And you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Let's start with the man with a special day. You knew I was gonna do it.
Yep. So I'm Kozrafer, or otherwise known as Phil. I'm playing a Seer Paladin, a war cleric.
Oh crap! Is it me?
Someone's gotta do it at this point.
Hey, I am Ray. I'm Ray. I'm playing Morgan, a Nephilim blood hunter.
I will let Nuka take a drink while I describe my character. Hello, everybody. Phoenix24 here. I am going to be playing the gender non-conforming Blue Dragonborn Battlemaster Fighter / now Paladin, Alucard.
And I'm Nuka Puka. I'm playing a Dick centaur called Pacini, and she's a druid, and specifically a dream druid. So. Oh, and I have Steve, who's a plant. Tiny little treant, and he's adorable. And he's a barbarian. And they're my friends.
I forgot about Steve, and now I've just had the flood of memories about who Steve is come rushing back.
Alright, and I'm Ori, the DM, the storyteller here. I play literally everyone else.
I play everyone else.
So, but yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started. The last session we missed last week because I was having issues with D&D Beyond, like, horribly. And it wasn't letting me do anything. So we didn't have a session last week because of my technical issues, and I apologize for that. So, but yeah, the last session, they fought an awakened lieutenant of the big bad. So a sleeping angel woke up. And they fought him, and they may have killed him. We don't know yet. They did find one of his feathers from Morgan's knowledge, the ability to summon him if he does still live. And you guys decided to wait until you get back to Magnus to do that. Borkin. And Pacini asked the Earth Mother to awaken Steve.
Because she was too tired.
She did, but she turned Steve into a baby treant. Hold on. Sorry. Ow. Stop.
Baby tree, and who's gonna be big?
If anyone is keeping a tally on the whole bingo chart for our stream specifically, you can mark RE-related sound cues and or outside noise. We replaced it after the first session of child to Borker.
It is now the Bork bot. No, the Amazon
It's a rough time.
The Amazon guy's outside, and the one dog barks at a blade of grass blowing in the wind, so she has to stay in the bedroom when I'm streaming. And then this one usually only barks when there's someone at the door, but he's at the neighbor's door. So, sorry for the barkings. All right, so we left off with you guys getting ready to leave to go talk to Magnus, but you guys have to go all the way back up the mountain to get to the keep from Raven Thicket, and you have to go through the Ent Forest again. So, are we hopping straight on the horses and going, or?
I believe so.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we don't have much left to do here.
Just open the horse in.
The innkeeper we found afterwards and saved. He's still fine, right?
Yeah, he's fine. He gave you guys a free room for the night for saving his butt. So you guys got free lodgings and didn't have to pay, and he gave you nice breakfast and such in the morning.
Sweet. I can look at my spells and change shit up.
So whatever you guys need to do in the morning before we leave. Posting the link in the Discord. Okay.
I think we're just ready to set off.
Alright, let me start your epic travel music.
Dragon number 2. Dragon number 2.
Oh,
We
no.
are in Skyrim Simulator 2.0. We are in Skyrim Simulator 2.0.
I mean, it can't go. We can't be unfortunate enough to fight another adult white dragon, can we?
Yep.
I should never say that. Like, that's one of those things you should never say out loud in a party.
Like that's like you pretty much wanting it to come.
I mean, I can make it like older than an adult if you really, really want.
No, thank you. No, I think we're good.
I got some other
We're fine.
spicy things I can throw at you.
Don't poke the DM, Alucard. Please do not poke the DM. That's when shit is dangerous.
I mean, I got a big giant boofer I can throw at you guys. Big
Boofer?
giant boofer. And a woo.
Nope. I'm okay with that.
Like Fenris sized boofer.
Nope. Let's just travel. Let's get out of the
Alright. So you guys head out in the morning. Is that too loud?
Good.
It's good. Okay. Seems a little loud in my ear. You guys, we head out in the morning. Snowball is as spicy as ever. You get back on the horses and you head back north. You get to the Ent Forest. About near the end of the day, you get to the Ent Forest. You don't encounter anyone but travelers heading down to Raven Thicket to do some trade, or the occasional woodsman singing his song all day long. And then you encounter the Ent Forest, and you don't know if they've awoken to your presence or why are there police sirens in this song? Okay. Changing that.
Pashini's gonna point out to Steve and be like,
That's how big you're gonna get one day. But it will take a very, very long time. You're so big. And you can smash things.
I'm gonna be this big, like, you know, that one right there? This is this big, tall one that's looking at us right now?
Pashini's gonna be like,
Yeah, exactly like that one.
and just gonna wave. It's like,
Hello.
Oh, okay. You mean this big take one right here. That's okay. Okay, yeah. Hi. Hi, my name is Steve. His name is Steve, and I'm going to be a hero. And my name is Steve, and I'm going to be a hero. And it looks down at you guys, and it's like, I was sleeping.
My
And you
apologies.
lot woke me up again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Treant, that we woke you up. We didn't know.
Just passing through, not trying to cause any trouble.
He like turns his head to the side a little bit, and it's just creaking. This tree's kind of like turning sideways. And he looks down, and he's like, "You lot look like strange shrubs. I've not seen a shrub like you before." He points at Bashini.
I'm not a shrub, I'm a centaur. I just have a lot of sticks in my hair because my hair is so long.
And she just like lifts up her hair that's probably like curled in the bottom of the bag. She's just like, ta-da!
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back to sleep right now. Watch out for the spooky things ahead, and then it goes back to sleep.
Well, that's comforting.
That doesn't worry me. Sounds pretty expected.
At this point, it is. Nevertheless, just pulling out the great sword, but keeping it by my side just in case.
Alright, at this point it's starting, you guys have probably 2 or 3 more hours till it gets dark.
Mhm.
You keep going, you don't encounter anything at this point. You're not to the base of the mountains yet, you're still in the forest that comes out from the base of the mountains. It'll be another day and some change before you get to the bottom.
Mhm.
Nothing happens overnight. Keep going the next day through the woods. You probably get the sense that this is where he means the spooky things are. And I need whoever would like to be on watch to roll perception for that night.
I'm just debating if Pashini would actually.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that, like, you have the best perception, but would Pashini be awake?
I would actually
No.
be on
She's
watch
probably
more
just-
than likely, but my perception's not great, so
She's probably asleep with Steve.
I say would have certainly taken one of the turns on watch, so
yeah, I would as well.
and I'd probably get perceptions anyway. So
Yay! Hey,
Steve!
Steve awake? While Pashini sleeps. I mean,
Let me open that page because I'm gonna need that here in a minute.
Never a good thing when the DM says that.
Steve. His perception is great. Okay.
yeah.
Steve does not know anything. Alright, alrighty. Pashini, did you?
Oh, do you want me to do my perception check?
Oh, if you're not taking a watch, then no, unless you
No.
feel like Pashini sleeps lately.
She's probably still asleep, and I think if the party asked her to do a watch, she would 100%. But since they didn't, she's probably gonna sleep.
Alucard's not gonna ever ask her to do a watch.
Alucard.
She's too adorable.
Morgan and Asir, you don't really notice much of anything while you're on watch. Just the general noises of the night, animals, owls, birds, things like that making noise. Alucard, while you're on watch, everything kind of goes quiet for a while. For a few minutes, and it's strange. Just like this eerie quiet. And the trees seem to... The shadows from the moon on the trees seem to stretch a little bit. The wind kind of sounds strange. You hear some hoof steps in the woods, crunching on the snow and the fallen twigs and such.
I hear this, but I don't see anything.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You hear the footsteps though.
Okay. Just as a precaution, I'm going to use a new ability I have, which is kind of neat to have it. What is it? I'm going to use one of my Divine Sense. I'm just gonna like hold the old symbol to Michael, grab it for a second, but also like keep it, take like just one of the flowers and just I've wrapped it around the symbol, just sort of keep it tightened around it with a bit of thread, and just part of the necklace chain, and just hold on to it and just be like, I don't know if either of you are listening, but do you see anything? Just sort of calling out both to Michael and to Dirt Mummy as well.
You get an acknowledgement from Michael, but you get more of a response from the Earth Mother. Something large. I think it's large. No, yeah, well, something that seems large, undead, approaches.
Pull out the Avenger, and I'm just gonna like very quietly just tap Basir and Morgan awake, and well, I'm gonna tap everyone awake, but just be like, hey, something dead is nearby.
Have you seen anything?
I've heard something. I hear hooves, and something dead is nearby. That's the most that I can sense.
Does hooves and dead sound at all familiar to...
Roll a Arcana check.
Okay. That I can do, maybe.
Nope.
You have no idea. Let's see here.
Nope.
Yeah.
Morgan, you've heard stories from Dad and other things, just in general, maybe even Nadine, of a rider on a skeletal horse. The horse sometimes is illusioned to look just like a black war horse almost. Like a Frisian, if you know what that is. Long, flowing black hair. Beautiful black fur. Beautiful tack on the horse made out of silver. Just looks gorgeous. The rider on this horse looks like a normal person, wearing probably paladin's armor, stuff like that. But sometimes his head comes off. In the moonlight, the horse is revealed to be a skeleton.
Great. That means it's harmful and not friend, not just passing through.
At the moment, you don't know if it's just passing through it or Only Alucard can hear it right now. It's approaching, but it has not arrived.
I don't think that whatever that is, I don't think is. Well, I'll explain what the stories I've heard.
They're not known to be friendly in Europe.
Yeah, I'll explain. Yeah, no, definitely not friendly. Anybody up for a fight, or should we keep quiet and hope it passes?
I mean, I can make it darker. I can make it pitch black around the side. We would be able to see until I drop it, but it might keep us safer until it passes.
Alucard?
I don't think either AC or I will be able to be quiet. We could give it a shot. I don't think we should engage unless necessary. Poke anything around here unless we have to.
So I can do this and hopefully, just see darkness and hopefully pass. If everyone is okay with that,
Give it a shot.
then I'll use my tiefling ability, Phalanx, and cast darkness. Ranus.
Let me check something because I don't know if it's affected by that.
I'm like, even still, like I have already like pulled out my bow and have it at the ready just in case. But
That doesn't cause blindness. It just makes it dark. Correct?
It's magical darkness.
Well, never mind.
Darkness spreads around corners. The creature with dark vision can't see this through darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it.
But blind sight can see through it.
Yep.
How about?
That's what I thought. Alright. Okay. You hear it continuing on the path that it was going. It's not diverting due to the darkness. Almost as if it's not affected.
can we hear it at this point?
Yeah, everyone can hear it now, and it's just clopping on stone.
And it's getting louder and sounds like obviously coming with us.
It's not in any hurry. It's the same slow, measured pace. The horses are starting to get upset. They're kind of pulling back against whatever tree you've got them tied to.
Do we fight or do we flee? Everyone can hop on the horses, then we can try to outrun it.
Snowball's kind of pawing the ground. Snowball is the war horse out of the three, and he's kind of pawing the ground, ready to go.
I'm willing to fight, but I leave it to the rest of the party. If we want to run, I won't disagree with that, but I'm ready to fight if necessary.
I'm trying to calm horses.
I don't mind a fight if it comes to that. I don't mind a fight at all, actually. Fashini?
I'm just trying to figure out. Because she's got Steve, and she doesn't want Steve to get hurt. But then Steve's his own plant, so she can't really.
Steve does what he wants.
Steve has climbed onto Snowball's head and is like holding his little sword forward now at this point. Like,
Oh no, that's so cute.
It's like, Steve, do you really want to fight whatever this is? It sounds very bad.
I want to be a hero. I don't know what it is. I've only been around 14 days, but I want to be a hero.
She's gonna be like,
guys want to fight it, I will help. But I'm gonna make sure Steve is safe first.
That's very reasonable.
Alright.
I think maybe we should see if it will just pass us. If it attacks,
Yeah, I
get
don't.
back, but
Yeah.
let's not initiate anything here.
I don't think we should run towards it. But if it shows up, then we'll be ready. So, the trees are pretty tall around us, correct? Or
They are like old cedar trees. They're pretty tall, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll stay where I am. I was gonna try to get some sort of view, but no, I changed my mind. I don't want to draw attention.
Oh no, I put in a different spell than that. Never mind. Ignore me.
And the riding is getting louder. It's probably about 30 feet away at this point. He's going slow. He's just enjoying his ride towards you.
Directly towards us.
He's coming directly towards you. You can see the outline of this rider right now. It's starting to snow again. You can see his silhouette.
Yep. As the dance clears, not doing anything, I'll drop that.
Yeah, you get the sense that he's not bothered by it.
Stop where you are.
Let them not be aggressive. Let's...
Still go.
I don't want to be. Stop where you are. I mean it. No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
Has it noticed us?
Like,
or is it
yeah.
just like
You can roll it.
tunnel
roll
vision?
Me insight. It's
Okay.
Insight.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Asir, he's noticed you. He has definitely noticed you, and he's coming your own direction.
Can I tell him what? Can I tell kind of what mood he might be in? If he's coming aggressively, if he's coming to communicate with that.
The moonlight now, and the horse. You see this beautiful black horse that looks a lot like beautiful black horse that looks a lot like Snowball. In regards to just what he is. I turned my mic up, Maddie. Is that better?
Yeah, you're coming through pretty clear for us,
Mm-hmm.
as far as I can tell.
Well, it said on the stream I was quiet, so I think my sound was turned down.
Gotcha.
There, I had to turn it down because it was really loud at one point to the stream. Sorry.
Yeah. So, but can I tell if he's appears to be hostile towards us or anything like that?
So yeah, as he's entering, and as the horse crosses into the moonlight, you see the horse start to change. As he enters the moonlight, you see this probably underneath the form of the clothing, a well-built, what probably was a human man at some point. He's wearing black and silver armor, a big flowing black cape over his shoulders, and you look at him, and his eyes, there's just darkness. There's no eyes there. It's just black. And his face, you can't get a good read on it. There's no expression there.
Okay.
Uh,
Move ours into a defensive position.
Are you guys
No,
on
no,
horse?
I don't.
Are you guys
No.
on your horses? Sorry, I mean Steve is mounted, but are
Steve is ready.
Steve is a cavalry fighter.
No, I mean, I didn't climb on a
I
horse.
didn't either.
But-
I was near the horses trying with Asir to try and calm them down, but I'm making sure I'm ready in action if he becomes hostile towards us, and I'm standing near Pashini trying to guard her and Steve.
Okay. Those two of you who were trying to calm the horses real quick, roll me animal handling. Okay.
Alright.
Oh.
I'll get to Snowball in a second.
Oh no, Steve.
The other two horses, because you guys only have the three, correct? Unless you
3.
stole another one or borrowed another one.
Yeah. Maybe 3.
I can't remember if you acquired a fourth horse.
No,
Nah,
we've
it's
got
just
I
a
it.
think we
3.
had 3 because
Because
at least
Pashini doesn't need a horse, she just needs a bag.
No, you had Summer's horse and you left it there. That's why I'm thinking that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because Summer acquired a horse. Alright. Bakura or Asira, you managed to get Thunder and the other horse whose name escapes me calmed down somewhat easily.
Thunder and Stormy.
Stormy, okay. Alucard, Snowball, he's not getting fearful like the other two were. He's getting mad because he's tied up and he wants to hop in on the fun because he is a war horse. He is used to this. This is what he is Magnus's mount. So he wants to hop in. So he's quite ignoring you right now. But he's still tied up, so he's not gonna go anywhere. But alright, so he approaches. Stops. Right in front of you. And you hear and see sparks as he slowly drags his blade out of its rusted sheath. The sparks land on the ground next to his horse's feet, and he doesn't even flinch.
Do we really have to do this?
Someone roll me perception on him.
I will.
I don't care who.
No, I won't. Yeah. I got an 11.
on a crit fail you get 11. That's amazing for
Yeah.
Hashtag
When I get
druid.
11.
Asir, you notice the same symbol on his chest as the angels were wearing that you fought.
Of course.
And of course I don't have to spell magic.
So, at the realization that this is most definitely going to kind of be a fight. I'm going to attempt to cast banishment on this creature.
Okay.
So, must succeed no charisma saving throw or be banished. The DC of 19.
He rolled a 19.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
I don't know why it keeps going to GM though. I rolled that one on the screen because I'm using a sheet for him, and I don't know why it keeps going to GM.
Here you cannot yeet him from this plane of existence.
He cannot be yeeted.
Damn it.
Banishment is the abjurer's yeet, apparently.
He just shakes it off and dusts off his shoulders at your attempt to yeet him into another plane of existence. Time for initiative. And I don't have a map, so he is within 30 feet of all of you. Let me just...
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull up the same, put you guys on the same winter map as what we've had with the dragon. Just for the sake of ease. Let me delete the dragon with the Santa hat. We'll just say you guys are down here on the ground. Let me pull up a token for the Headless Horseman.
Oh boy. Well, at least my initiative wasn't terrible.
taking a couple guesses as to what this creature could be. None of them are fun. All of them are very bad.
Why do you think I tried to banish her?
But for a minute, that's enough time for us to get the goddamn horses to flee.
Exactly. We got 10 minutes.
Oh,
Go.
let me pull up the initiative order. My bad.
We should have gone. We should have left. No.
Well, I
I
have the
have
adventure
great
out for.
initiative. It's +8.
Here, I'll add you guys since.
That's a monster.
Bashini is never surprised.
I need to put a token for Steve.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Steve has initiative too.
Well, as in, I actually came second in initiative then, I think.
I have great feet. Cold
I mean, we don't
alert.
know what the
Oh, and
creature
I
is
also have
rolled.
Warcaster. I have to remember that too.
Me too.
Warcaster, the feat that just makes concentration checks a breeze.
Mm-hmm.
Steve.
Oh my god, Steve!
Oh yeah, that's right. I have an opportunity of attack to cast a spell. But yeah.
Everybody excited? We're fighting a Headless Horseman.
It's Halloween-ish.
I'm terrified.
Steve is on Snowball.
Okay.
And then yeah, here's Stormy. And then I don't have a white horse.
Oh god.
Why do I not have a white? Oh, here's a white horse.
If he kills the horses, we're in so much trouble.
I think I'm staying near the goddamn horses. I'm trying to stay in front of everybody and keep you near the aura. That's why I have the sword out.
Okay. Steve is on Snowball, by the way. Alright, and then what's Steve's initiative?
Oh crap.
10. Liquor got 6. Bashini got 16. Steve needs his initiative. Just roll his dex if he doesn't have an initiative on his sheet.
Okay. Blah 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 blah. Dex. Is Dex -1? He gets a 15.
And the horseman's dex
Faster than I do.
is
So sad. The initiative is so terrible.
We're in trouble. We're in so much trouble. If he'd rolled one less on that damn dice, one less,
And
we gotta run.
he is 30 feet away from you guys, so let me make sure I have that right.
Reskin pit fiend, reskin pit fiend.
No, I actually have a sheet for the Headless Horseman.
I'm even more excited, actually, now that you've said that.
I found a sheet and I'm using it.
Oh boy.
Alright. Okay. Let me...
Okay.
Pashini, go ahead.
So he's, 30 feet away, right? From us?
Yeah.
She's gonna cast Sunburst. She's gonna do a big spell. And basically, they have to make a Constitution save or get 49 radiant damage.
Okay.
And stuff. And also, I have placed that so it doesn't hit the party.
Is that
it's a
a
60-foot radius?
Take or don't take, or is it
Um,
take or take half?
Let me double check.
Because I don't have it up.
So, oh no, On a failed save, the creature takes 12d6 radiant damage and is blinded for 1 minute. On a successful save, it takes half damage as much as it isn't blinded by the spell. Undead and oozes have disadvantage on saving throw.
Okay, so I'll roll it down.
Yeah, a creature blinded by this spell makes another Constitution saving throw at the end of each turn. On a success, it's not.
That's not a charisma save, that's a con save. Good job, Ori. Hold on. So
Yeah,
was
it's a
it
con save.
18? So he failed. But he is not blinded.
Okay. Because he's already got no eyes.
Well, he's immune.
Head.
He takes 49 radiant damage.
Alright.
I'm also really glad Bashini said that she put it behind the party because I just checked. That's a 60
No,
foot
not-
radius spell.
Not behind the party. It's
Well,
like
behind the
she's
creature, I mean.
placed it so it doesn't actually hit the party. If
Which
that
means
makes
you have to
sense.
like shoot it way ahead of you because it's a 60-foot radius spell.
Mhm.
It's so much range.
He's still doing great.
That's nice.
Kashini, is that end your turn?
She's gonna move back. At least like 20 feet or so. So she's just gonna move.
Yeah, that
Obviously,
ridge
it's
is
a
not
small
there.
map, but
Well, that ridge
but
is
she
not
was
there.
just
It's just all trees. I just didn't have another map ready.
Yeah.
You guys are on
she's
flat,
just gonna just move.
like, well, like incline, but there's no outcroppings or anything.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Headless Horseman. What are you gonna do?
Lee?
Okay.
Don't attack Steve.
What's the reach on that? I'm assuming that's 10 feet. Because he has to do it from horseback. Okay. Alright. Okay. So you guys are sitting there and you see him pull out his hand from the reins. Oh yeah, okay. Oof.
Oh no, Steve.
Okay, so you guys see him pull his hand out. And he launches that right here.
What is he launching?
A ball of hellfire. Oh, you can't see it.
Yep.
You see a
that's
ball
what it
of
was.
fire just launch out of his hand.
Can I counterspell that? Or try to?
It is not a spell.
No! I die.
It is an ability.
Okay, never mind then.
I did not make this sheet, by the way. I'm just using one that I found for him.
Just a
Is
deck
it-
save.
It is a dex save. Yep.
Is it in range to hit all of us?
It is right here. Yep. Everyone within a 20-foot radius, including the horses. So,
16.
No!
Okay, everyone has advantage on the deck save except for Pashini. I have the
think it's
Avenger
fine.
out, which gives us advantage.
Steve has advantage.
Steve also has advantage. Anyone within 10 feet of me has
Just in
advantage
case?
because it's a
Nope.
magical effect.
Nope.
Yep,
You know,
no.
I'm assuming
21.
the Hellfire Orb is
There
a
you go.
magical
Steve
effect.
got an 18.
the horses have no dex saves.
No!
I'm taking full damage off of that. What, so
Snowball, baby, no.
Also taking the damage.
What's the HP on a warhorse? Hold on.
probably not much.
It's not.
Actually,
How much ouch are we taking?
hold on. I'm gonna.
Alright.
Burn one of my Indomitable. To
What did
try and
everyone
save
roll?
this.
Alright, let's see.
I got
17.
10.
21.
10, 21,
17.
17, and 18.
I got it. Yeah, Pashini got a 16. And
So-
Steve got an 18.
Out of So Pashini and Asir, you fail. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Alright, Pashini and Asir, you fail. Steve passes. All 3 of the horses. Oh wait, they have advantage.
I mean, is it gonna kill them on half? Does it matter for them to roll?
No, it won't kill them on half.
Oh shit.
But none of them pass.
Oh no.
Okay. Magnus is not gonna be happy.
No, he's not.
Though Snowball's not like the other 2, but he's not gonna be happy. Okay, so you guys see this massive ball of not normal fire come launching at you from his hand. And it lands right behind Morrigan and in between you 2. And it explodes. And normally a fireball, you would think, you know, it's not gonna hit all of you. It does. Pashini and Asir, you both take 27 fire damage and 31 necrotic damage.
It's Death Knight's hurt, y'all. Death Knight's really hurt.
And the rest of you
That's
take half
half
that.
my hit points.
So 27 fire, or a half of
So you take
27.
Is Steve dead? Because he has shitty HP.
So what? 13 necrotic or 13 fire.
She just
yeah,
got Steve.
13 fire and 15 necrotic.
If we saved.
13. I take half of the 15 because I'm resistant to necrotic.
Oh wait, how much was the fire? Because I'm resistant to fire.
27.
27.
So 13 fire, 15 necrotic if we passed, or if we have any resistances.
And 7 necrotic from me, I think.
Fortunately, resistant to fire as tiefling, so.
So yeah, he does that and then he moves forward. Because he can't do that again.
I like how Ori's just not telling me if Steve's dead.
Oh,
He doesn't want to say it.
Like, that's a lot of damage even for real.
yeah. Yeah, Steve's not high level right now. Steve's crispy.
Oh no.
Is Steve dead, crispy, or unconscious?
He's not
crispy?
moving crispy. He's kind of on fire right now, so you don't know.
Oh no.
Boy.
Additional question, at least in regards to Magnus's horse. Is that like full dead or like unconscious dead?
Snowball is just down. Right now.
Thunder and
He did
Stormy
not
dead.
take the necrotic damage. The other 2 did.
So at least, so 2 of the horses are down, like done.
Yeah.
But the warhorse Snowball, is he still alive or is he just unconscious as far as we can tell?
He's just, as far as you can tell, he's just knocked out.
Okay.
He's not, like, dead in the dead sense.
Yeah, you guys probably just hear Pashini scream out Steve.
And Steve doesn't move. So it is Asir's turn.
Goodness. Man, I should have ran. So sad.
High level
Kinda can't
campaigns
now.
have high level risks. I mean, you can try to run. Combat or fleeing from combat is always an option. I'm not gonna tell you if it's a good or a bad idea in this case, but it's an option.
Yeah. I'm. Oh, crap. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon, and use it with my bonus action and use that to strike him.
Okay.
So 24 to hit, and I just got that. So 24 to hit and 14 force damage.
Okay.
Bonus action, and I will move to Steve and attempt to touch and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
Because I know Pashidi's gonna lose shit.
Pashidi will lose her
What
shit.
kind of
She'll
cleric are
turn
you
into a
again?
tiny hawk.
I am a war cleric.
Okay, that's right. All right. I'm like great.
So that's why I move touch.
Ah, yeah, I know. It's the joys of every other normal cleric. I'm not biased. Steve is stabilized. He's no longer
Yeah.
on fire.
I was gonna yell. I was gonna kind of raise that going, Pashidi. Steve's alive.
For now. Alright.
For now.
Alright, that ends your turn, I take it.
Yep.
Morgan.
I am. Yeah, until I figure out what I. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna fire 2 shots at him, or shoot 2 arrows at him. I think. Actually.
I'm just gonna throw spooky monsters at you guys the rest of the month, so just be aware of that.
Yeah, no, I will. Yeah, I'll just shoot 2 arrows at him for now.
Don't make a Drusilla. Like, just don't.
Don't make a what?
But just don't do like spooky sea hag related thing or anything like that.
No,
like,
I
the
don't-
ring girl.
I don't really care for. Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't care for that now. I don't really care for hags anyway, so I generally don't use them.
Okay.
I like spookier things.
Okay.
All right, those. Is that a? I forget. That's not a magic weapon, is it?
Yes, it is a magic
3.
weapon.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Then that hits both of them. So 27. Okay. He's starting to look like he's taking some damage. He's a hefty
Okay.
boy for being dead, you know.
That'll be the end of my turn. That's all I'll do. For now.
You card.
Okay. I will do what I have to. I will run up to him. I imagine because he's moved up that I still keep at least Morgan in the radius of the Avengers' protection, right? The 10-foot radius?
You should still be within 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, I don't even have to say, I pull out the Holy Avenger. I'm gonna try and smack him with the first one. Plus 13 to hit.
Hits?
Okay, so that is 17 slashing, plus 12 radiant, and I'm also going to see if I can. Where is it? No, not that one. Why are you pain today? You're always a pain. I just want to use one of your features. Why would I always fussy to use one of these features? I'm gonna use a trip attack. So I'm going to burn the superiority die to try and trip him. DC 18 strength saving throw.
So you're tripping the horse.
No, I'm tripping him to try and knock him off of the horse.
Okay.
I'm like trying to hit him and just like clonk him across. Well, not his head, obviously. I'm just going to clonk him across the
And you
chest.
said strength save?
Yes, it should be strength save. I'll double check
20?
that just to be certain. Alright, yeah. He passes. That's going to burn one of my superiority die, but he also takes another 1 damage, then I'm gonna hit him again. And I'm gonna burn another superiority die to try and trip him because I need to get him off the damn horse. 17 to hit.
No, it
But
doesn't.
I will... No, I can only use 1 on each attack. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
Yeah, nope, no hit.
Okay, so I think you only burn superiority die when you actually hit, so... third attack, try and hit him again with the sword. 27 to hit. Okay. Another strength saving throw, second superiority die to trip attack him.
$20. Oh, no, it rolled twice. He rolled a 5, so yeah, he is off his horse.
He's prone, and I'm just standing like right above him. And I'm just making sure I'm like standing in front of the party and keeping them as protected as I can.
And when he falls off the horse dissipates into black mist.
Good call. And then I'll just shout out to Aesir and everyone else. Make sure the horses do not fall for whatever's left of them. I don't think Magnus will appreciate this. And that's it. That's my turn. That's my 3 attacks.
Okay. Pashini, it's your turn.
I was gonna do something, but Steve's hurt, so... And the horsey's hurt. So, she's gonna cast, that's within 60, yeah. Actually, she's gonna move. She's gonna move about here, not too close. And she's just gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds at 5th level. So everybody gets within her area. 14 HP.
Alright, Snowball's back up.
Hey.
He's mad. Alright, is that in Pashini's turn? Nika.
There is, but there's no point in her doing it at the moment. So. Oh, actually. Yeah, she'll use her bonus action to do hidden paths, and she's gonna blink herself away.
Okay.
And that's 60 feet, up to 60 feet. So.
Like I said, you're still in the woods, so ignore the
Yeah.
terrain.
Yeah, she's probably gonna go like 40 feet or something rather than. So I will do that. So.
Okay. At the end of Pashini's turn, legendary action.
Of course.
He is going to. He's only got one. He can only do one. He's only got like one that he can do. At the end of Pashini's turn, you guys see him say something in some language that none of you. It sounds like gibberish. You see the horse, or a horse, materialize. Hold on, let me copy this. Oh. You see another horse materialize over here.
Oh, that's great.
It looks almost like a. It's too big, but I can't make it any smaller without it being the same size as a normal horse. It looks like a shadowy nightmare. Like the where the flames would be, it's just shadow, and it's just acting like fire. And that's his legendary action. His horse comes back. Bigger and scarier. And he's gonna get up. And he's still right here. I don't know why it backed him up. But he's gonna get up, and that takes half his movement. And he's gonna move forward, and he's going to use his sickle on Alucard. Because you're right in front of him, and you knocked him off his horse.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt, because he gets 3.
Yep. Ready for it.
Alright, 27, 12, and a 19.
The 27 will hit. The
Okay.
12 and the 19 won't do anything.
Alright. What's your AC?
It's 20.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you take from the first hit, the one that actually hits, you take 6 slashing and... Wait a minute, hold on. Natural attack roll of 19, 20. Okay. Alright. Yeah, you take 8 slashing and 8 necrotic from the or 6 slashing and 3 necrotic from the first one. And on the 19, it misses. But he's got this nasty little thing. His blade, while it misses you, it's still kind of... He's got an ability called Vicious Blade. If he misses an attack by 1, it results in a slice to the neck with a d10. Is what it's saying. He's trying to take your head off.
That's... I need that.
If he rolls a natural 19 or 20, he's going to try to decapitate you, and you take an extra slashing damage, but he didn't roll a natural 19, so he did miss, so he gets that extra d10, so 9 points of slashing to your neck. He's trying to take you with him. He wants your head. You got a pretty head. Nice shiny dragon head. And that ends his turn. His horse is gonna... Boop. Steve's turn. Steve gets up. Steve gets back on Snowball. It takes literally his whole turn to do that. This year.
So for my bonus action, my spiritual weapon will make its attack. 20 to hit, 14 force damage.
Hits.
Yep. And then can I sit, realizing that at this stage of battle, I just need to bring it down. I'm gonna do an 8th level guiding bolt.
Okay. It does not hit it.
Fuck. God damn it. Ah! That's my turn. Bollocks.
Okay. Morgan.
I am... Where is it? Where is it? I am going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Now, okay, so how does... I'll roll it first and see what it does. Because I get 3 beams from Eldritch Blast or whatever. So do I roll that 3 times or?
Yeah, you roll it 3 times.
Okay.
Because
24.
they're each technically separate.
Okay, so I do have to hit on each. Okay.
And does she still have advantage due to the sword?
No,
Hmm?
the sword only gives advantage to saving throws.
Saving throws.
Okay,
It's
so that
magic or magical
third one
effects.
does not hit.
Okay, and then I'm going to take a shot with my bow because I can do that apparently with my class. Cool.
Hits.
Um, mm, mm, yeah, that's it.
Alucard.
Okay, right in front of me, and he's just standing right in front of us, right?
Oh yeah, he's standing there, and he's pretty tall. He's taller than you.
He's taller than me. I'm like 7.5 feet tall.
He's an imposing. His horse is huge. Look, he's riding a giant nightmare. Okay.
Okay. In that case, because I'm right up to him, I am going to try and just shove him down to the ground with the whole of the sword. So, I'm trying to replace one of my attacks with a shove.
Okay.
So that'd be contested athletics, I believe. 19 on the first one.
That's a strength save, I think. 'Cause he doesn't have athletics, so we're gonna do that. 21. He stays standing. He is a brick wall.
Gonna do it again. I got 3 chances on this. It's probably gonna beat that one.
22. Still standing. This is the mountain in front of you.
Then I'll do my alternate means to get him down on the ground. I am just going to hit him with my great sword.
Still gotta make strength save. That doesn't
God
hit.
damn it. Nope, doesn't hit. I'm trying.
You get the sense if he had a head,
He'd be just shaking it at this point.
it'd just be grinning at you. But where his head was because when you saw him before he stepped into the moonlight, you saw a head, and it just had those black eyes. When he stepped into the moonlight, the head's gone.
Yeah, that's it for my turn. There's not much else I can do. Just trying to get him to the ground so everyone else can beat the crap out of him.
His horse moves toward Pashini.
Hi,
No.
it's fine.
Pashini, your turn.
Do I moonbeam or do I do what I was
The druid
Before Steve
question:
gets
do I
it.
moonbeam?
Yeah, it's like I had an original plan, but of course Steve got hurt, so that just changed it. So I had to delay it.
Hi, Sophie.
But yeah, you know what? I will. So from a point all the way down here, because of its range, she is going to cast reverse gravity. And basically it's a 50-foot radius.
She's doing what?
Yeah, she's reversing gravity, but she's making sure it doesn't hit her party because it affects everyone. So within 50 feet.
What does this look like when a little like centaur is just like saying no to gravity?
Yeah.
What's that
You just hear Pashini is like, don't hit Steve! And it's just like reverse gravity. So basically, all creatures and objects that aren't somehow anchored to the ground in that area fall upward and reach the top of the area, which is 100 foot high.
Okay, I was gonna say, what's the ceiling if there's no ceiling?
It's 100 foot high. A creature can make a dexterity saving throw to grab onto a fixed object it can reach. So
It is near
if it's-
trees,
Yeah.
and it's also near Alucard.
I guess
Why
that's
am
how
I
with
being
it.
tree? I am not a tree. I am not something you can use to try and
But
hold
also,
on to.
Alucard isn't a fixed object, so
I'm thinking bye bye.
Oh,
she
no.
tried.
All right, dex save. Oh wait, he does have advantage on that because it's a magical effect and a spell.
Fuck.
But
Little walking titan and plate mail.
19.
That beats it by one. Fuck's sake.
No.
Oh, it's alright.
He's still in range of it though, so
He's hanging on to this tree. He just reaches over, hooks his arm around it.
I mean, it's concentration for up to a minute, so
Yeah, you're gonna have a fun day here in a minute. So
Also, bonus action. She's gonna teleport 60 feet away from the horse.
bye-bye.
I just need to make sure that it's not in range of.
Is that a
It
spell
won't be.
or an ability?
It's an ability. It comes with the dream.
How many uses does it get?
stuff.
I think it's
5.
equivalent to wisdom modifier.
Okay.
Yeah. I get 5 uses. I've only
Alright,
used
because
one.
I was like, I'm sitting. My brain is thinking of it in Eladrin terms, so you only get one. So I'm sitting there going.
Oh yeah. So she's gonna move 60 feet. She's just going around the map, dude. She's just, yeah. It's
I
just.
was really looking forward to like a goofy like scream coming from the Headless Horseman.
Where did she go? Because I can't see her.
Sorry, she's like
Under the-
she's
the
literally
initiative order.
around the map. She's gone towards the other end of the thing.
Okay.
She's not
That's
on
fine.
the screen.
That's
but
fine.
I just need to move her out of the way.
The horse moves on his initiative, by the way.
Yeah.
Because
That's
I don't feel like rolling another initiative for the horse. On that note, horse is gonna. It's not happy you ran away from him. Boop.
Hi, horse.
He can move 60 feet.
She's gonna keep teleporting.
It's his turn.
I know.
He's gonna use his hooves on you. 12 hit you? I have to ask because I'm not sure.
I can't remember. No, I have 16 for
Okay.
armor class.
Alright, that misses. He's trying. He's trying though. And he can reach you no matter where you teleport, so I don't know if you want to keep wasting those. Just so you know, his movement is 60 feet, and he can fly too, so. He's a nightmare, he can fly.
It's fine.
Forgot about that ability of a nightmare.
Yeah, oh, why did I do that? The turn wasn't over yet. Alright, the horseman now. He's holding onto the tree. And he's gonna try and attack you 3 more times.
But that also means if there's rocks that have blown up to the... if she drops the spell, there's gonna be objects falling down. Just so you're aware.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 of them miss, and he does not get the extra damage because they didn't miss by 3 or less. But the 1 does hit. 24.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So you
How
take
much am I
7
taking?
slashing, 4 necrotic, and that one is not a natural 19 or natural 20, so no damage, no extra damage to your neck. And he is going to try to pull himself to this side of you, outside of the range of stuff floating up in the air. Where was you dropped it right here? This was the edge of it.
Yep.
Okay, so he's
Basically,
out of
where he is the edge of it. It just avoids Alucard just by 5 feet.
it. So he's moving himself like around to this side of it, so he's out of it.
Okay.
And that ends his turn. It is now Steve's turn, and Steve's on Snowball. Steve doesn't have reach because his arms are like 2 inches long, so Snowball's gonna go for him. Oh, Snowball!
Please tell me it's a crit.
It is!
Oh my god, yes!
Shit. Alright, hold on.
Steve thinks he's doing something, and he's not.
Okay, so he is resistant to fire damage, but you guys see Snowball rear back, and his mane, and it doesn't affect Steve because he's on the back and it can, but his mane turns to fire.
This looks so cool for Steve.
And right, and now I need to draw this like the Napoleon pose, but with Steve on the back of a nightmare. But his mane turns to fire, and he kind of rears back. The rope tying him to the tree just burns to ash, and he rears back and stomps on the horseman with his hooves. And Steve's like, yeah! But he does quite a bit of damage to the old boy, even with the fire resistance. So let me hold up. So 20.
You're referring to the horseman as old boy. That sounds like we have freaking Gatsby on our side, just like referring to him. It's like, you're doing all right there, old boy. Take a hit from a horse.
Sorry, that's a Kentuckyism. I'm just so used to that.
It's amazing. It works so well for this context.
Alright, he looks very hurt, and Snowball is obviously revealed himself now. He's mad, and he is still pawing the ground, and Steve thinks he's done something great. I see her.
I gotta see that is right. This shit needs to end. I forgot ability last time, so I'm gonna do another guiding bolt, but this time at 7th level.
Okay.
This guy. But
I'm adding Steve writing the nightmare into my to-draw notebook.
that's 14.
Nope.
But I'm going to use an ability which I forgot about, because War Cleric, I forgot about it. I can use Channel Divinity to guide and strike to add a +10 to hit, so that makes it 24 to hit.
Okay. That definitely hits. And he is crispy and dead, but as he's dying, or as he turns to ash, his horse disappears, by the way. Her horse just poofs as you do that. And Bashini, the horse, is just gone right before your eyes. The rest of you can't see his horse, but Bashini is just poof, gone. As he goes down and starts burning away to just embers and ash that are flowing away when mixing in with the snow, you just hear him with this whispery voice that's coming out of nowhere. I am not the only one. There will be more. And he's gone.
Yeah. You see Pashini just running up, just like Snowball and Steve. And
at this point, I'm turning to the 2 downed horses, and I'm pulling my diamonds, because we said I had 2 diamonds worth 300 gold, and I would cast Revivify on both horses.
Okay.
We are not in trouble. We are not in trouble. We're fine.
Pashini's gonna hug Snowball's leg, and she's just gonna cast healing word.
Aww. Snowball's back up. Snowball's back up to his normal.
And I literally I bring the fucking horses back to life. He's like, we got 600 gold worth of diamonds.
Diamonds on the horse.
Yeah. Pashini's
They
just
were
like...
gifts. I am not getting in trouble. We want to come back. Everything's fine.
Pashini's just thanking Snowball for looking after Steve.
Snowball, at this point, you guys, as Bashini starts healing him and working on him, he goes back to looking just like a normal war horse.
Out of curiosity. No. Animal handling
He's
shit.
still very, very hyped up right now. But he goes back to normal horse.
Steve, are you okay? You went down and it scared me, and
It got really hot for a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
Fire's back.
fire's not fun for me, because, I'm a tree now, and I'm no longer a blade of grass, but this has been the most exciting 14 days of my life.
You need to know that when we're up against something very big like that, you should go hide. It's okay if we're against goblins and kobolds and tiny little pixies because they're annoying, and I'd rather squish them than anything else because they're just annoying. They just chatter and they're just like, nah, 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 nah.
I'll kind of whisper into the air. Wow, Fashini really doesn't like pixies, huh?
And so that's fine, and then you can go fight those 100%. Go kill those pixies. But when it's something big like that scary thing, I think it's best if you kind of just sit back, and until you're bigger, then we can go smash them. She's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be spend a bit of time just with the horses. I've just brought back the fucking life.
They're a little freaked out, but better than they were, because they were dead. So.
And they're both pretty hurt right now, still, right?
Yeah, they're pretty.
I'm going to go over to Thunder, my horse, and then do healing hands. So heal him up 16 points.
Oh, that's more than enough. He's just a horse.
I don't have anywhere near that amount of healing, but I kind of imagine Alucard goes over to the last horse and is just kind of been through a lot today, haven't you? And it's just sort of trying to pet the horse, and I am out of character. I am using lay on hands to put 4 into it, but I kind of imagine for Alucard it's just sort of I did not mean to do that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay.
Yeah, the flowers glow a little bit when you do that.
Okay. That's a thing.
Yes. Well done.
Looks like the Earth Mother may have helped you a little bit. She does that. She's really nice, huh?
Yeah, Dirt Mommy is the best. And maybe I can help her one day. You'll be nice.
She's just you just see her go cute little blushy. She's just she wants to help. Because the Earth, she wants to pay back the Earth Mother for bringing Steve alive. That was a big ask, and she knows that. So.
Yeah, knowing what you know out of character, that is a big ask for her.
Yeah.
So,
it's kind of Pashini wants to help her.
it's a very big ask for her. Okay. So that's that. He said he has friends.
So we should leave, right? We need to go ahead and get out of here.
He didn't say how close they were or if they were close at all. He just said there are others. So.
Well, we still need to sleep for the night because it is the end of the day.
It was near the end of the final watch, so.
Oh, so
that was nice. That was kind. Wait till we gotta rest.
And get going.
Right. That was nice of him.
Yeah, they're not always gonna be that nice. Just the way the roles fell.
I am going to hop on, or at least try to get on Thunder, and just kind of nod my head towards some undetermined direction, wherever out is.
North. Let me take you guys back to the world map.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we then finish the rest, so we regain everything. Then.
So I'm just gonna pull one of you over here to the map, just so I can show you where you're at.
Okay.
You guys are probably about here at this point.
Mhm.
The keep is not accurately depicted on the map. It's a little bit further up, up here.
Okay.
Off the map, but it's up in the mountains. It's not at the base of the mountains. But we will go ahead and take a break right here because it's about halfway point.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and take a break. Chat, we will be back shortly. Don't forget we have the merch store and everything it will be talked about in our little commercial.
I missed it.
Spawns.
Ace here, you want to try rolling one more guiding bolt just to see what would have happened if you tried it again and you hadn't used guiding strike?
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot, your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware, it's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a $1 or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hi guys, we're back. We're back on the road again. Da, 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 da. I know, I'm a shit poster, I'm sorry. Alright, so we're back. They just fought a Headless Horseman, who told them there are more. More of him, you don't know. More that are tracking you guys, you don't know. There's just more. It's always good to have more. It's always good.
Yay.
It's great. It's great. Alright, so you guys travel the rest of the day. No one else following you as far as you can tell.
I got a question. When Fashini's traveling in a bag, would it count as a short rest for her? 'Cause she's basically doing nothing. She's just in a bag. Just like for like future reference.
If she's just sitting in the bag, not actively like doing anything,
Yeah.
I'll say
'Cause
yes. But if
Because
she's
I think a
doing,
majority of the time she's not doing anything.
Okay.
So,
but only if she's in the bag. If she goes to do anything,
Yeah.
no short rest.
alright, makes sense. 'Cause she's just in a bag. It's like, what's she supposed to do? Other than just, I don't know, she might have a nap on long travels, who knows?
Alright. So, you guys make it up to the base of the mountains. Don't encounter anything else. Just stray wolves. Forest animals, creatures. You see some up on the mountainside. You do see, or around the mountainsides, because it's a range. From this distance, what appear to be small birds. But you can see them pretty clearly from this distance. They're probably not small birds. You can probably guess a few giant eagles, giant owls, and stuff flying around the mountains. Those of you who do live up here, there are a few rocks of various types. So you know that there is an owl rock that lives up near the keep. It generally stays out of everyone's way and doesn't bother anyone. It did have babies recently. So there are baby rocks that are flying around. Little owl rocks. And there's another one that lives further down the mountain range. And generally they don't bother anyone at the keep unless for some reason someone provokes it. They do go and do the usual rock thing and take like livestock and stuff, but no one really bothers them because it keeps the bigger, spookier, scarier things off the mountain. So, you do notice the babies flying around. You see some giant eagles as well, just hunting out for the day. You climb the mountain. Take the same road you took coming down. The dragon's corpse is still there. Its cave full of frozen cheese and other knickknacks is still there. The dragon has frozen over now. It's been snowing pretty heavily up here, you can tell. It's a lull in the storm right now, so it's not terrible. But it's still boss music. Music is still playing. Sorry about that. But you guys make it back up to the keep in a few days without encountering anyone else. And it's pretty quiet, business as usual up here. Guards let you through the gate without an issue.
A list of nicknames. So I remember what Pashini has said.
Let me look at my notes real quick to see what day it is, because if it is a certain day, you guys, it took you what, a week and a half, 2 weeks to get down there? And then another week or so to come back.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, it's just about time. Okay. Because it was about time when you left. Yep, it's time. Okay. Alright. Ah! World Anvil, thank you for the ray of 20. Hello!
Raid!
Welcome. Welcome.
Hi there,
Legend of the
everybody.
Forge is a raid cry.
You
Well,
arrive
yay.
right as we go into the keep to speak with Magnus and not tell him you killed his horses. Light up the forge. Ting ting.
Interesting.
Alright. So, what are you guys doing?
Pashini's in a bag. So, she's
What
not doing
are
much.
you doing?
I guess head straight to the.
Well, don't
Yeah,
you have to
I
get
think-
Magnus his horses back?
Yeah.
Probably do that.
First.
You guys, oh yeah, I have to pull up my notes for that because I made notes for that. I made notes for that. I did. And I've already lost them. Good morning.
Pashini's looking out for Magnus. Because she finally came out with a nickname for him. So she's actively seeking out if she sees him. Also, his name is Aris, isn't it? Like the wolf
Aris.
dog. Aris. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
She's got a nickname for him too.
Alright, you guys get to Magnus's place. He is nowhere. You see Aris running around the house and the grounds a little bit frantically. But Magnus is not there.
Pashini's gonna go up to Aris and be like,
Hi, Sharptooth. He's gonna wave.
The wolf kind of just cocks his head a little bit, and he just looks at you and he goes, where is, have you seen Magnus?
No, we came looking for him. Because we've got some things to say to.
Has he not been here in a while?
I can't find him, I don't know.
When's the last time you saw him?
A few days ago.
And he didn't say anything, mention leaving or anything?
No, he just, I did, I patrol the grounds, the castle, make sure everything, or the house rather, because we're not home, we're here. But, I patrol the house and he's just gone.
Is his son around?
Huh?
It's Alucard asking the wolf, is his son here?
Alexander.
mention he-
Yes.
His son is here.
Mhm.
Does his son know anything about where he's gone?
I don't know, I've not asked him, I've been looking for him. Alexander keeps his door shut and locked, I can't go in there. I'm a wolf. I can't open doors.
Is it alright if we maybe knock ourselves?
Okay.
Or,
Pashini,
oh no.
she's gonna do it because she wanted to do it originally. You're just gonna see her just sort of like poof. She's using hidden path.
Oh no.
And she's basically just gonna move 60 feet in the direction she needs to go. And she's gonna find his room.
No, but
Okay.
wait. Okay.
Where did she go?
She
Uh,
goes where she
to
wants.
his room. I think is most likely because Pashini is impulsive.
As you guys are talking to the wolf, the servants come out and take the horses from you, and
I like Pat Thunder when Effie
I do the same with Stormy.
goes.
Thunder and Stormy are a little bit better off today than they were. They're a little bit happier. Snowball's still an angry mess.
I can't, as Stormy goes, I go, It's more of a respectful nod to Snowball or anything. Yeah, you're a lot more powerful than we thought. Holy crap.
Then again, hint with the painting in the room of the house. But Snowball just, they try to grab Snowball by the reins and he kind of just yanks his head out like the diva that he is and just like stomps off towards the stable.
Okay, let's go find Bashini.
Aris will lead you into the house. Downstairs.
Bashini's.
So what's Bashini gonna do to Alexander?
Is the door actually like locked?
It is shut and locked. So you go down, you make your way, you poof your way into the lower level of the house where you know the doors were. Alexander's got a laboratory like, Magnus and Morgan, he's an alchemist, so he has a laboratory to go do things. So what are you doing?
What's the time of day it is currently?
Yeah.
By the time you reach the keep, it's probably mid-afternoon.
Okay, it's not gonna matter to Pishita, I just wanted to know. But,
So Alexander's probably asleep.
Yeah. That's not gonna scare her either.
Let's wake up the vampire.
She's just gonna druidcraft into like something really small that can fit underneath the door, like a little bug or something.
You mean wild shape?
Yep, wild shape.
Okay.
And she's gonna go underneath the door. What does she see in the...
You crawl under the door, and as you already know, Magnus and his family, they like books a lot. You crawl under the door and you find your way into a study of sorts with just books lining all of the walls. There's a comfortable chair. There's a fireplace going, but there's just no one tending it. It seems like it's more of a magical fire than a mundane one that he just keeps going, just out of habit. There is a door across from the door you snuck under that is like slightly ajar. There's no light coming from that room. It's very dark. You do hear some bubbling. Probably is laboratory. There's another door you can see. You can see a sliver of light coming from another door on the other side of that room.
Okay. Pishina's gonna come out of wild shape. And she's just gonna go, wow! Like super loud. And she's, this is so cool! But, that's right, I need to find Chomper's son.
Chomper's son. She just called him Chomper.
Chomper.
Oh my god.
Which one is Chomper again? I'm trying to keep track of all of
Magnus.
Magnus.
The vampire!
Magnus is Chomper. And, Iris is, Sharptooth.
I'm just using Magnus's sheet right now for Alexander because I don't have Alexander's sheet finished.
She's looking around. Like, she got distracted. At all the stuff that's in the room. She's not hiding either, so.
He just woke up the vampire. You're looking around. You find, as you go into the laboratory, you find an oil lamp that you can turn on if you wish to do so.
She's not gonna turn it on. She's just.
But
she's doing a Pashini.
You can hear various laboratory equipment functioning as it functions without being tinkered with. But you hear some rustling on the other side of the door across with the sliver of light. It seems he forgot to turn off his lantern or whatever it was he had in his room before he went to sleep.
Okay.
And then you just hear, well, Iris, what are you doing? Why'd you get into my room?
It's not Sharptooth. You
What?
silly. He doesn't talk like I do. See, I have a female voice, and he has a whatever his voice is.
Who is in my laboratory?
My name's Piscini, and we're looking for your dad, but he's gone missing, and we don't know where he is.
What?
And you're really cool.
She
What?
hasn't even seen him yet.
Okay, on that note, Iris leads you guys down the stairs and you hear voices inside and you hear a very confused, sleepy sounding young man and Pashini.
By this time, I think Pashini's probably peeked her head through wherever he's sleeping.
You open the door? How did you?
Yeah.
It's a really big door. It's not open.
Yeah, okay. Let's see if she can... let's do a strength check, because stuff.
I literally thought Bashidi was
A
gonna.
20!
Oh my god,
She's determined!
God damn it. I love when nice feed narrative. This is amazing.
You managed to get the door open. He didn't latch it all the way.
I'm
It's like a
dead.
cat thing, jumps up.
He didn't latch it all the way. And you see, as you push the door open, you see him, but I'll describe him in a minute. The rest of you get down to the door, what are you gonna do?
We can hear them inside, yeah?
You hear a very confused young man and a very high-pitched, squeaky voice that you know is Pashini.
We're going to have to go in and get that on with just in case.
I'm not allowed in there, right? I'm not allowed in his laboratory, so I'm just going to sit out here and good luck.
I'll approach the door and I'll knock and say, Pashini.
You're just gonna hear that.
I'm busy talking to Chompa's son now.
Pashini, it's rude to enter people's room while
Very
they're...
rude.
Well, I don't have rooms where I come from, so I don't know these things.
I said just going to do that thing where you just turn the wall and just head against the wall, just...
You're just gonna hear go.
Plus, he's a vampire and he's really, really cool. He's like his dad.
That's nice. Pashini, can you come out here, please?
That's nice.
Are we all in like parent mode right now? There's just three of us just trying to figure out how to best manage Pashidi.
I think it's
Pashini's
going,
just like,
there's no hope. No hope here.
Come out now. It's not nice to sneak into people's rooms. I mean, I'm only like 16 days old and I know not to do that.
16.
Steve is telling you not to do this.
Even Steve thinks it's rude, Pashini.
I mean, I'm just a plant, so I don't know much, but, you know, everyone else seems to think it's rude, so I'm gonna go with that.
Pashini's just gonna be. She's more interested in the scary vampire.
The conversation you
Everybody
must have
else.
heard, Steve.
She'd been wanting to do this since they like first walked into their house, but she just didn't because she was being nice. But since there's like a purpose, she's just like, I'm gonna go ask this guy.
Puppy. Oh, it's a wolf.
It would appear that Aris has invaded.
Aris has invaded. Sorry, dog distraction over. Alright,
Okay.
you guys hear as Pashini's like, no, I'm talking to Chomper's son. You hear Alexander just frustrated. Why are you in my room?
'Cause we're looking for your dad. And
He's upstairs.
he's not here. He's gone. And Sharptooth is very worried. And he's been looking for him for a
Who
couple
is
of days.
Sharptooth?
The doggo.
What dog? I don't have a dog.
The big one.
I don't have a dog. You mean the wolf?
Yes, the dog.
The wolf that's not a dog.
But he's big.
Why are you in my room? How did you get here?
Oh, I fit underneath the door. I
It's
turned
3
into a
o'clock in
little
the
bug.
afternoon. The sun's still up. Why are you here? Alright. And he... Are you gonna resist him if he tries to pick you up like a freaking Yorkie who won't shut up? Like scoop you up under his arm?
She's she's gonna hug him if he does that.
He's like, and he picks her up and flips on the lanterns as he walks by with his like magic, and then comes to the door and opens it, and tries to pull her off.
She's hugging. She's gonna like just hug.
The rest of you see this blonde-haired young man, long, straight blonde hair, red eyes, looking very grumpy.
He's like a panda.
She sits there. She's like,
You're going to be called Xander Panda.
What?
That's your name.
Get
That's
off
what
of
I'll
me.
call you.
Is this gonna kind of reach forward and go, sorry, I just can't pull her off. Do I need to make an athletics check for
You
that?
guys can contest each other.
That's funny.
Alexander wants her off of him.
what do I need to roll to like contest about?
Strength.
Strength. That's funny.
Just straight strength.
Yeah.
You barely managed to pry her off. Okay, Alucard.
You're just gonna hear Pushini go.
I'm probably not even using like a full claw. It's like 2 digits because of how like how buff fucking Alucard is.
Pushini's just gonna go.
And he has like a really cool room. It has all these bottles and all these bubblies. I'm very sure if you touched one, you'd probably get very hurt. So don't touch one. She
my
looks
equipment. Alright, so someone who is sane, can you tell me what's going on? Well, that's questionable. Can you tell me what's going on?
I will happily fix this. This is Pushini, and I'm saying this while I'm like holding Pushini like to the side, like full, almost like not quite, because Alucard, they do respect Pushini more than that, but it's almost akin to like when you hold a dog up by like the neck and it's like
the scruff of its neck.
Yeah, by the scruff of the neck. That's what it looks like because of the size disparity, but Alucard will just say, This one is. She does what she likes to do. Is the best way.
I like big scary things, and you're a big scary thing,
Yeah,
but you're not very
you
scary.
woke me up.
Even if you were very scary,
You're
when
lucky
you
you're
woke
not
up,
worth a
I wouldn't
snack.
be scared.
I apologize for waking you.
She's too small to even be a snack. It'd
This
be
is
like
frequently a
biting
thing.
into a gecko.
Oh no.
And that's why I'm awesome. I can turn into a gecko. See, and she turns into a gecko.
Oh, goodness.
What's this from one of you lot? What's going on with my dad?
Wolf says that your father hasn't been present for at least a few days.
Aris, why haven't you gone and found him? And the wolf just is like, he's not here. I can't find him. Like he like picks his paw up and he's like smacks his head. I can't find him.
Oh.
Alexander kind of is just like, that's odd.
Do you know anything of anywhere your father might go?
Normal duties, probably home, but if he's not gone home, I mean, if he went home, like, this is just our temporary home when he has business here, right? So, if he went home, Aris would still be able to contact him, but, what are you doing?
Wait, how are you stealthing? I still have you picked
No,
up.
because
like,
she's a gecko, so
Yeah,
I just assume that she's probably just. You've just gone up, and she's just dropped.
No, I'm holding you by the tail.
No,
I know
she
what
tries.
happens when we let you go. You just go
She
off.
can
and
drop
go
her
do-
tail.
I have 2 claws. I can get you with the other claw. It's not that hard.
So like,
You know
I just
they're
imagine.
trying to escape.
I just imagine like she drops her tail and then like Alucard's trying to talk with Alexander and then she drops her tail and then Alucard's like, That is so funny.
Anyway, weird gecko horse thing aside,
She poofs back.
I'm a centaur. I'm a dick centaur, and I don't have antlers yet.
gecko
But I'll get
horse
antlers,
thing.
and the
Alright,
dirt mummy will
so-
help me.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I come from the Feywild.
Okay, you know what? That explains all of it. That explains literally everything. That's okay. Alright, so don't go back in my lab. Don't touch anything, don't look at anything, don't touch. Don't even think about anything. If ours can't contact him at home, that means he's gone away on business that I don't have access to knowing about. Or something's happened to him. So, if he's gone away on business that I don't know about, you might want to go contact Alenza or Decimus or Naval, one of the others.
Yes.
I am not privy to that information.
He told her not to go in. She's gonna go in.
Yeah, but he's got, like, perception for days.
You would still have to. Well, I mean, you would still have to.
He's got
I guess
passive of
strength to get.
24.
Yeah, strength to get out of Alucard's grip.
Yeah, you still have to break
Yeah.
my grip.
She
Yeah.
tries.
Okay, strength, it's opposed strength. No, actually, I will use athletics for this. Because
No.
Nope.
She stealths like
Alexander
she looks like she's
kinda-
invisible. and
He
it's like,
sees Pashini continuing to try and get out of Alucard's grip. He kind of pushes you lot forward a bit by stepping forward outside of the door, shuts it behind him, and you see him put a hand against the door onto a magic circle that's on the door. And it lights up, and there's like for a brief second, a barrier flashes across the door and disappears. Now you can't get back in. Lost your privileges. And
Christina's just like, oh, you're no fun.
don't go in my lab.
But you could teach me some stuff.
Dexter's laboratory.
Just imagine
DD
a
sound
tiny
lab.
thing like me with magical bombs.
No,
And then vroom.
no. Absolutely not. The last time I gave Faye access to anything in my lab, it went horribly wrong, and trees started turning blue, and like.
I'm a very good
No.
Fae, though.
Okay.
I work for the dirt mummy.
Okay. Back to the task at hand.
Anyway, you'll want to
Agreed.
talk to one of the others. Father usually doesn't disappear without a word to myself or Aris, so this is strange.
Circumstances is worrying. Then we'd best be on our way, Bashiri. We do need to be on our way, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we go help Champa.
and she like, it's to the point that Alucard probably knows she's not gonna try to get back in because he's being a poo head. So she's probably gonna ask to like be put down, and she's gonna like start heading towards the door, and she's gonna be like,
Goodbye, Xander Panda.
and then just
Goodbye, little
Fair.
gecko horse. And then
you just hear her scream.
I'm a centaur.
I am sorry about her. Apologies for disturbing you.
it's fine. I am going back to sleep. Aris, go home and see if maybe he's gone there. And Aris kind of nods, and the wolf kind of fades into the shadows, and you don't see him anymore.
Then we head out.
No, I was about like, and then the last thing you'd probably hear before we get to the keep, which is I imagine where we're heading next, is just Alucard turning to Aesir and Morgan and saying, you know, I was about to promise Alexander that she won't do that again, but
You cannot make such promises.
no, I should not.
And Morgan, you
No.
know some of the stuff he's got in there because you gave him some of it, so you can probably guess that he's working on that and doesn't want it tampered with.
Yes.
So, because he's got to give it back to Strilla
Mm-hmm.
and Sivin.
You just hear Fashini talk about how he's her friend. Now.
Alright. You guys get to the gates of the keep. And you're led inside because two of you bear the emblems of the Grey Watch, and they let you in. If you ask, are you gonna ask anyone where they are, or who, if they're around, or okay?
Mm-hmm.
You are pointed towards, where did I say they are? Okay. You guys are pointed towards the upper library, which Asir and Alucard, you know that library is off limits to most everyone. So a guard takes you up there, one of the paladins takes you up there that has access, and says that the two commanders are up there with Lord Naval, the other Nephilim that you met with Nadine, the grumpy, dark-haired one.
Ooh, Grumble!
That
Fashini
always
just
seemed
lights
angry.
up.
Before we walk into like the next room, can I just do a quick aside with the whatever paladin leads us in there and just tell them I might need gear related to their profession and such?
Yeah, you
There's
can ask
been
him.
a slight development.
Yeah, you can ask him. It's one you're familiar with. He's usually hanging around just inside. He usually doesn't do much outside the keep. He's an older man. Kind of retired from his storming out into battle days, but he does hang around, do his duty still, but inside the keep. He nods. He goes, "Well, we'll get you something. I'll just come see me after you talk to the boss men. I'll get you something. No worries on the don't worry about the cost of it. I've got extra set at my house that I don't wear anymore. It should fit you." He's about your height. He's a little bit shorter than you, but the armor should fit. You know that the armor from their order, they all kind of, when you put it on, it moves to fit you. If that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, so walk into the room, I guess.
Okay. You walk in, and you can hear down below because it also serves as a church of sorts to Mortalis, so you do hear people down in the sanctuary and stuff. You can hear it from up here. The acoustics kind of bring all of the sound up because they want to hear it. In the library, though, the sound kind of dampens a bit. But you see Alenza in her full kit up. She is fully armored up. Cloak, armor, war scythe on her back, everything. Aldrich is there as well, the other Lord Commander. He, compared to the last time you saw him, where he was a bit more relaxed and put together looking and just in general his normal usual self, he seems like he's a bit on edge and agitated today. And the sun is going down.
I kind of move towards and respectfully bow.
That's just her noticing if Aldrich's.
It's not. He's not hiding the fact that he's on edge.
But it's more
today.
so if Pashina actually understands, which she does.
Once you look out the window and the sun's starting to go down, you do notice that the moon is coming up, and it is quite full. So you do notice that. It's not nighttime yet, but how sometimes you can still see it during the day. It's probably about 6 in the evening now at this point. And you see it. So you walk in and they kind of give you their acknowledgement. Aldrich signs his acknowledgement to you. Those of you that understand him can...
Pashini just eagerly waves at all.
So the two of you that can understand him are Aesir and Alucard. I think I gave you 2 sign language.
Yep.
Lenza looks at you. What can I do for you this afternoon?
Chompa's
You've
missing.
returned. Who?
The
Magnus.
vampire.
Lord of Magnus.
Magnus. Alright. She kind of looks at Aldrich. Do you know... So you went to his house and you talked to Alexander and Aris, yes?
Yep, we spoke to Xander Panda and he was very nice.
She just looks very cheeky.
Alright. Well, he's not come to us and saying that she's gone anywhere, so...
He didn't know. He had no idea. But Sharptooth, their doggo, was looking for Chompa, and he couldn't find him, and he's been missing for quite a while.
And also in regards to that, unfortunately, I believe we come with additional bad information. Because for where you sent us, we discovered what appears to be a lieutenant of this entity which we are trying to combat, who had been just awoken as we arrived. It appears that from the list of information that you were able to give us, only certain things of this, only a few things seem to be able to wake up lieutenants. We think probably all these components will need to be there to awaken him, the full well himself. But this is disturbing news, and I produced a feather. Before we could confirm we had destroyed him, one of his allies bumped the down body away, leaving this. We thought it best to bring this back, and potentially, because from what I understand, this could be used to summon him. And if we summon him in place of our choosing, where we are strong, then it will not take too much of our ability to together bring him down, and ensure that he will not continue on, and then remove a potent piece from the enemy's playing field.
She starts to say something, and then Aldrich will start signing to her, and she kind of nods, and he's said that we'll send someone to try and contact one of the others and see if we can figure out where he's gone, and see if maybe he's gone to deal with a slight problem we've encountered. It's possible he's gone to deal with that and hasn't told anyone. So, I'll look into it. We'll look into it. So, as for the feather, we cannot assist today. However, Naval is downstairs, or Naval is in the room. He's been quiet and sitting, just off to the side. You didn't really notice him until now. He just doesn't say anything. He is actually wearing his full armor as well. His wings are out. You do notice that his armor is like this black matte armor with a snarling wolf on the breastplate. The eyes of the wolf are 2 red rubies that just seem like they're glittering no matter what the angle of the light that's hitting them. They're almost like a self-illuminating. His hair's a slight mess. It's a short, kind of well kept, just standard, like off to the side a bit, but it's kind of a mess today. And he seems, again, as usual, his surly self, in a bad mood. Naval can help you though. We've got some things to go take care of. And she looks outside and looks at the position of the moon in the sky, and she's trying to judge the time.
Of course, at your convenience, we will deal with this.
She knows exactly what's going on with them. and
Pashini's be like, you should go now.
And she's looking at Sweet Tooth, which is Aldrich.
Like, Sweet Tooth should go now. He's getting very agitated, and it's making me uncomfortable because I don't like to see him agitated and upset.
You can also, Pashini, you can tell he's not a bitten or cursed werewolf. He's natural born, so he has a bit less of an issue during the full moon, but he still has to go deal with the pack, and it still affects him.
Yeah.
So he's not in a good way right now.
Feel free to get going if you must. We will speak with Naval and see if he can help us with attending to this other problem before we figure out what our next move is going to be.
Yes, we must. I need to take him to join the pack. I will return later once I know that the young ones are contained. So I'll return. He will not, obviously. So we'll see you guys later. And she kind of gets up.
As they walk past, Pashini's gonna druidcraft another little tiny ring thing and give it to Aldrich.
He takes it, and he actually does smile a bit. It looks his teeth are a little longer, a little bit more dangerous looking, but
she's gonna be like, "You look so cool."
He just smiles and doesn't. He just smiles and kind of just pats her on the head a little bit. He bends down and pats her on the head. he'll keep going. Naval kind of just sighs.
And she goes like, "Hi, Grumble. You're still very grumbly."
Alright. So, I guess in order to keep this from destroying the library, because I don't want the books to be destroyed, because if you're summoning an angry angel, then we should probably go downstairs.
Yes. So whatever is best.
We'll go down to the sanctuary. They should be done by the time we get down there. We've got precautions built into the floor there. So let's go. And he kind of gets up, puts an arm on his sword, hanging on his side, but down, just resting his arm on his sword. Walks down the stairs with a huffy attitude. Wings are still out.
Pashini's going to ask Naval. She goes like,
"So where's Sunflower?" And that's Nadine.
I don't know who that is.
The one that was with you. She was very pretty, and she smiled at me. She was nice.
Morgan just kind of secretly smiles.
You mean Nadine?
Yeah, that one. I'm not very good with names. Except for with these guys. I know their
had
names.
to go home on business. Things to take care of.
Okay.
Sunflower, what? And he just keeps going down the stairs.
And that's why you're called Grumble. Because you're very grumbly.
I want you guys to roll perception on him when he says that. But what were you going to say, Esther?
Perception or insight?
Perception.
25.
He actually...
11.
Morgan, are you going to...
Yeah, 2 seconds. Gonna get there. Why is it not doing the thing? Okay, there it is.
Pashini's too happy that she saw Sweet Tooth.
She's just
Everybody
like,
but Pashini will see it. He tries to hide it, but he's not very good at it. He As she mentions Nadine and calls her sunflower and calls her pretty and all that stuff, she kind of, you see when he turns his head, but he doesn't quite turn around in time. He does smile a little bit. There's a crack in the facade of the angry man.
I think as they quietly go down, say to both Alec and Morgan, I'm almost afraid to ask what pet name she has for us, because I'm pretty sure she probably does.
I'm not too worried about it. They're harmless.
I know, but still, I'm not sure what to know.
I'm perfectly fine. No.
Don't worry, I'm writing them down right now.
Alright. So he leads you down a long, spiraling staircase. The sanctuary clears out. It's already clear by the time you get down there. It seems like they're done with it, whatever it was they were doing. In the center, you see a big black obelisk in the center, made out of just obsidian. It's reflective of the rest of the room. The rest of the room is also, everything in this room is obsidian. I just said the word and I don't even remember what it was. Obelisk, that thing. You see that in the center, and radiating out from it is 6. Hold on, I think it's 6. Yeah, there are 6 circles radiating it out from it, and on top of the obelisk there is a white flame. When you walk into the room, each circle has like some writing on the inside of the circle. That I think the only person in this room that reads Celestial is Morgan. Am I wrong?
It's Morgan.
You see some weird version of Celestial that you can't quite make out. You do notice on the outermost circle is cracked. It is broken.
So it's not a full circle.
No, it looked like it was, but it looks like it's been freshly cracked, like it is freshly broken.
Is this going to be...
And you see what you can make out once you get closer. You see a name that you can read. The rest of the sentence you have trouble reading. It looks like it's very old Celestial. It's changed, but the names are the same. You see one that says Florian on it. On the outermost circle, you see Florian.
And that is an Arcadian.
Yep.
No. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. I'll just kind of take note of it, and then I'll turn to our host and say, is this going to be safe in here? I see the circle is broken.
That circle has no bearing on what I intend to do, but the circle's the most recent complication we've had, so...
Complication?
You know how during the conclave that Lord Decimus mentioned seals?
That is one seal.
That we use this as an indicator. This, and he points to the floor, like he motions to all the circles. These are a gift to us from Michael to be able to track the status of the seals. These are not the seals themselves, it's just a way for us to monitor
the health of the
seals, yes.
So this seal...
more dangerous than we
sorry.
had. This situation has got considerably more dangerous than anticipated, so we need to get this done as soon as possible.
So that seal being broken means...
It means Florian has been eliminated. And his
I go.
successor has taken over, but his successor does not yet have the seal reapplied to him, so...
Right. So yes, we should get this done first, but then we should figure out what is going on. Remove one piece from the enemy's board before shit gets down. So, is there any specific way we should go about this? Should we cast things that we need to prepare beforehand, summon, and then just unleash hell?
Naval will go... Wait, before you do this, don't burn the feather yet. Let me make the trap. And he's gonna go, one, let you all keep prepared. Like, you guys can prepare, but he's gonna go on the outer ring of all these circles and begin to paint with some sort of gold metallic liquid another magic circle around it. It's gonna take him a few minutes.
We had a long rest after the horseman fight, correct?
Yeah.
Because we had a couple of days to travel.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was about halfway back.
Okay.
So,
Rest.
so as soon as this sector is prepared, I will summon my spiritual weapon with it as potent as I can. Prepare
I'll
things as
turn to
powerfully as
the
I
group.
can.
Do you want me to be able to keep him in reach, or do you want to be protected? I can do one or the other. I can switch if necessary in combat, but in terms of how we want to prepare for this, which would you prefer?
I mean, whichever way is going to bring him down as fast as possible. I think it will be better, because as you realized before, he is incredibly dangerous.
I can try something, but I don't know if it'll work.
Naval's, as he's painting the circle, he's like, I'll be here to assist this time if he does end up coming.
Keep the glaive out this time. Doesn't hit as hard, but I can get more hits with it. I got more reach to keep him from getting away from us if he tries.
So are you guys done with whatever preparations you need to make?
The only preparations that I'm gonna make, I'm gonna make just before, because they don't last long.
Alright. Yeah.
You guys, hold on. Okay. So, Naval finishes his circle. Those of you who are familiar at all with the keep have seen this probably once or twice before for when they've had to trap, like, spirits or demons or stuff like that. It's a circle specifically to keep the angel from leaving it. So it's going to trap him in that space, and he won't be able to move outside of it. So it's about a 50-foot circle in, like, radius.
But it's smaller than the room itself.
Yeah, it's smaller than the room itself.
Okay.
So he can't move more than 50 feet in any direction.
Okay.
But Naval made it big enough to where he can't leave the radius of the seals, like the seal markers.
Okie dokie.
So, and he can't go up more than 50 feet. So once you do that, Naval just motions for one of you to go ahead and burn the feather.
Are we ready?
He pulls out his sword.
I'm going. Before I cast the feather, I'm going to cast spiritual weapon at 8th level.
Okay.
Yeah. Burn that up.
Giant sight of holy divine might just appeared.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just
The doomstick.
Yeah. Just that. That gun. And then after that's done, I'm gonna be I'll do No, I wouldn't have it. Yeah, I'll do that. Then I'll burn the feather.
This is only if he decides to attack. Puccini's gonna ready an action to feeble mind his ass again.
I'm
Oof.
prepping the glaive the moment he shows up and he makes any aggressive action to any of us just to hit him a bunch of times.
The bow's out. I'm ready and yeah, if he attacks, then I'm shooting him.
We're all in full out. You do anything, you get carved into pieces by everything we have.
Is it you? No.
I'm pulling up his sheet.
And Puccini's going to be like,
Steve, this is a big guy, so I think you should stay out of the fight. I don't want you to get hurt like last time. Not until you're bigger.
Okay, you know what? That kind of, getting crispy didn't feel too great, so yeah, I might do that.
Okay, I will see you after.
Okay.
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 now go. She's just gonna make showy motions and make sure he's like out of the space. in the room.
Just as the huge side, there's just crack, just like throbbing with this divine energy.
Who's burning the feather?
I have the feather, so I'll burn it.
Mm-hmm.
As you burn it, it kind of dissolves and floats off into these glowing green embers instead of a normal fire. Naval kind of looks at it with a apprehensive look, and his demeanor's changed a bit. He's more in fight mode. He looks like he's in his element now. Like he's happier now that he's fighting something. And as you do that, that circle that he made glows a shimmering gold color matching the paint that he used, and it's just brightly glowing. And it pulses a few times, and then you just hear this boosh, and the green fire just erupts in the center of the circle, and Inavoig stands there, back to full health.
Oh, great. Awesome.
All right.
Wonderful.
Plantar fight number 2. Let's
With
go.
a grin on his face.
And I'm guessing this is a roll initiative. Or do we get a surprise round?
Actually, no, I lied. He's not at full health. You see, he looks like he's gotten about halfway back to his normal self. I forgot what I wrote. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Because we're all surprised attacking him.
Yep.
Are you
Only
actually-
no,
Well,
no. I'm
you're
not
right,
only
you're
if he
right. We
yeah.
prepped,
Only if
we
he
waited.
attack.
We
That
kind
was
of
Yeah.
all of our
just in case.
conditions.
So he's just standing there at this point.
He's just
looking at us.
laughing, looking at you. He's got a grin on his face, and he's laughing.
What have you done?
He looks at the floor.
Do I need to roll insight with my passive insight of 21 to figure out if that's even involved in that?
You can take a guess. Yeah, he may have had a hand in it. He's not. So you know that the Arcadian archangels are way stronger than he could ever hope to be.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have had to have help.
Part
And
of it is removing a seal. Not have done it alone, but let's at least remove him from the board.
already taken one down. Time for the others.
And the stairs moving.
He's laughing. Alright.
Yep. So, I'm guessing this is now initiative.
Yeah, let me clear it. Hold on.
Darn it. I kind of want to... I know I'm not going to get anything out of him, but...
No, it's that case where you're like, 1 second to try and interrogate, but when you
Yeah, but I know it's like
no
pointless.
reason to give a shit.
Right, I know it's pointless. Like, we just want to... Or at least Morgan definitely just wants to at least destroy him. Like, get him out of here.
Oh, I actually rolled decent initiative for once. Huzzah!
Hey!
Nope. About the same for me. About the same for me. Going last this time. Oh. Yep, nope, going last this time.
Voig, what are you doing? I'm using 2 different sheets for Naval right now, so ignore the names that pop up.
No worries.
Why did that happen?
That's
Out of this world.
The world roll of 25.
Can we just give that to Naval?
That's who it's for.
Oh Jesus, he has a +9 to initiative.
Fuck!
The fuck?
I mean, I have a +8. So.
That's terrifying. I mean,
No matter what,
The boy's
no matter what,
fast.
he looks first.
Yeah, I was about to say like that man either has like alert or he has godly dexterity. Either
Mhm.
way, it's still terrifying.
I've calculated a character that can have a +15 to its initiative, but that's a high level.
I mean, they are high level NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Alright.
Why we brought him back with a companion to help us.
And why we prepped the big stuff before we go for him.
Sheeny is 18. Alucard is 17. Why did I put? Okay. I will say Naval does have to maintain the concentration on this circle. So he's currently working on that.
True.
He is going to. What are you gonna do, boyo? He's just gonna maintain the circle for now, unless Inavoid tries to come close. Bashini.
Gonna feeble mind him. Try to do that again. So on a failed save, the creature's intelligence and charisma scores become 1. The creature can't cast spells. He has to make an intelligence saving throw, by the way. He fails.
Wow.
So basically, his intelligence and charisma scores become 1. The creature can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in an intelligible way. The creature can, however, identify its friends, which it has none, follows them, and protects them. At the end of 30 days, the creature can repeat the saving throw against the spell. If it succeeds on saving throw, the spell ends. Yep. And the spell can be ended by greater restoration, heal, or wish.
I need to remove that sword from him because he doesn't have it anymore.
I have the sword
You
now.
have his sword. You have his other sword anyway.
Yeah, wait, he doesn't have the. Forgot he has 2 screw you swords.
Right.
Yeah, the other one's not as bad though.
Yeah.
That was his
And
main
Kashini's
screw
gonna
sword.
stay, out, preferably out of the circle.
Okay.
That's where she is.
Alucard. And he's still kind of laughing, but now he doesn't know why.
Oh, that's
He's
even
just like,
that's
"Oh,
so creepy. That is so creepy.
It's
Okay,
that
how far,
maniacal bad guy laugh too.
how far away is he from me?
He is in the center of the circle, and you guys are on the edge of it, so 50 feet.
So he's 50 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I have to move 30. So 30 then means he'll be 20 feet away from me, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll use my action to dash so that he's in my range. That way, if he tries to move, I'm keeping him.
I keep forgetting I have him as indomitable, but I will deal with that in a minute. Because he can fix himself again, if you remember.
Yeah, he's also had 19 psychic damage. If he did put that in.
I'm just gonna tell you guys he was at half health. So.
Yeah.
Alright. What are you doing, Alucard?
Oh, well, that's it. I had to burn my action. in order
Okay,
to-
sorry, I didn't know if you had anything else.
Yeah, I don't think Polar Master I can take. Yeah, I can only do the bonus action attack when I take the action. So
Okay.
that's it for my turn. I have him within range of the glaive, so if he tries to move, I'm knocking him down.
Asir?
I'm pretty sure I would summon the spiritual weapon kind of in the middle anyway, just to be going up. So bonus action, that'll take a swing.
Okay.
which is 15. Could I potentially use my War God's Blessing on that? Because I can. It's now. You grants a creature, so probably not.
Didn't we decide he counted as a creature anyway? Because he's a...
Because the spiritual weapon isn't a creature, and War God's Blessing gives a +10 attack bonus.
Yeah, it'll...
Spiritual weapon's not a creature.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
You allow it? Okay. So I use one of that, and he takes 23 force damage as slashing. Then I can move. I'm gonna move up towards him. My movement, and I'm gonna go for a level 7 guiding bolt, because just trying to pound some stuff on him.
Okay. That hits.
23 to hit for 40 radiant damage.
He takes half of that.
Thought so, but yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay. It's his turn. Okay, he's gonna smack himself.
Does that take his full action to do that?
Yeah. He is no longer feeble-minded.
Well, mine's mean.
It is. I hate that spell so much. As a player, I hate that spell. Because it gets, I'm the target of it. Because I'm a wizard. And that's all he can do. Morgan.
I am going to bonus action Crimson Right and get a little blood on my bow and the arrows, and imbue it with magic. And then I am gonna take 2 shots at and it'll be psychic damage, but to see if everything hits first. Whoops. Okay. Oh, all right. I went to the wrong one. My bad. 2 seconds.
Yeah, I hate how it doesn't just roll it.
Yeah.
That hits.
You have advantage. You can see if it.
Yeah, see if you get a crit.
Okay.
Because Guiding Bolt.
No, that's a oddly hit.
Okay.
That hits.
All right, and then plus 1d8. So an extra 5 damage on that one.
Okay.
And then the second one doesn't get advantage. 19 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Extra 1d8 plus an extra 3 damage.
Alright, he's looking very hurt, but he's still laughing.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. At this point, Naval's tired of the laughing. So he's gonna... I don't think it's a concentration spell. Hold on. Ugh. Actually, no, he's not. Yeah, he is. He's going to just throw his hand up and just be like, "Oh, shut up, would you already?" and throws a silent spell at him. And it is... Oof. Yeah, he does. He throws a silent spell at him. And he shuts up. This is a concentration spell, but you see something within the circle kind of light up additionally. in like a purple color. Almost like he's put a glyph down. So, and he shuts him up. That's all he's gonna do. So you guys can't hear the laughing anymore. He's still in there laughing, but you can't hear it.
Okay.
He looks quite hurt. And actually,
Pashini's outside of the circle, and the circle's like what, 50 feet, right?
Yeah.
So he's about 50 feet away from her.
Mhm.
Okay, she's gonna run in until she's at least 30 feet away from him, and she's going to cast Blight at 6th level on him. Just 30 necrotic. And he has to make a Constitution save.
1 second. Let me check something.
Oh, good.
Because I think...
Yeah, Blight's got a 30-foot of range, so yeah, it won't be affected by the silent spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to check his immunities. Because I didn't put them all on his sheet, because I'm using the sheet for his class, and I'm using the book for his race. Because D&D Beyond's weird and doesn't let me do everything. Okay. He takes half. Necrotic. And you said a Constitution save? I don't know. Yeah, he's fine.
Right. Yeah. She's also then going to use Hidden Pass to pop out of the circle away.
Okay.
So yeah. She uses that. She's feeble-minded him twice.
Okay, he's pissed.
And he's pissed off at her, so she's making sure she's out.
Okay. Alucard.
Yeah. Also, his Constitution save scares me. He has plus 12 Constitution.
That's straight up out the book, by the way.
I hit him with the glaive. First one,
I
I'm pretty
forgot
certain
he had
misses,
plus
but I'm gonna burn.
With that, no, I wouldn't have got my reaction back yet, so no, I can give you a boost with that.
But I will use my. I will use precision attack, so that gets it up to a 20.
That just hits.
Okay, so that's one hit of 9 slashing damage. I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay. Miss.
Okay. And the third one.
Hit.
Okay, that one I am gonna put a tripping attack on. DC 18 strength saving throw.
He stays up.
Goodness.
He balances himself with his wings. He kind of stumbles back a few feet, but he stays up.
He took another 5 slashing from my D10 being added to that.
Okay.
And then bonus action. Polearm Master attack. I'm just gonna roll standard attack because I know we're getting close to time.
It's
That's a
fine.
30 to hit, but that's gonna be.
Yep, that hits.
4. Okay, so that's 9, and then I'm gonna make him try and save again from that. So I'll burn one more DC 18
He
Down.
trips.
trip attack. He's down to the ground.
He
prone.
lands on his wings, and it hurts. Does that end your turn?
Another 1 from that. So yeah, that's the end of my turn.
trying
Okay.
to keep it going. That's it. He's here.
Seer.
So I'm going to. Well, the spiritual weapon is going to take his attack.
At advantage because he's prone.
Yay! So the 28 will go for the hit.
That'll
That's 26 force damage with that. And then it's in silence, so I can't do it. That damn it.
Cantrips.
Yeah. I'm going. I'll do. I'll do a Toll the Dead. Why not? So as a Wisdom saving throw, DC 19. Or he takes.
I can
20.
find it.
If he fails, so he takes 22 necrotic damage from resistance. So he'll take.
I have never seen it turn blue. I guess that's when you get a crit on both sides. Huh.
I'm guessing one of the dice was probably a 12.
One was 12.
One was 12 and one was a 1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I've never seen it do that. Alright, he looks very hurt, but he's not dead yet. He is still prone. After you do that to him, you guys hear the door behind you grind open, the stone grinding on the obsidian grinding against itself. You hear footsteps. Small footsteps, not like Pashini small, but like a female, like a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a little bit smaller than Alenza. And she's not very tall, but she has an imposing figure. You hear footsteps walk into the room, and you hear a small, like just a quiet, but very authoritative voice just say, "Alright, I think we're done here. It's time for you to stop." And you just see this big pillar of flame, white fire that matches the fire on top of the obelisk, just boosh on top of him, and there's nothing left. And you turn around and you see this.
Pashini's gonna turn around. She's gonna be like,
Wow! Can you teach me how to do that?
She just doesn't say anything. Naval, upon seeing her, Naval does kind of like bow. He does his respects upon seeing her.
Pashini's in awe. She didn't notice the the bow.
And that's where we'll call it.
Alrighty.
You have met the Archangel, Uriel.
Oh, Pashini wants to learn how to do the thing.
We're in front of an archangel. Jesus.
Well, it's probably one of the best ways to meet an archangel really. In the circumstances, dealing with one of the fuckers who killed one of our friends.
I mean, yeah. I don't think there's any other situation you want to meet an archangel.
You get the sense that they were listening, and when he admitted it, one of them was probably going to be on their way.
Makes sense.
I did roll to see who it was going to be. And
Wait, which one's Uriel again?
The one we saw the statue of when we went there. The one who was with the
Michael statue.
Michael statue. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
One of the commanders.
I think Pashini also spoke to her too, to be honest. Because she wanted to fix it. Wait, no, I don't remember.
Alucard's in full like bowing, like kneeling knight mode.
Pashini has no idea, by the way. She's no idea what's going on. She doesn't know who it is. She just wants to learn the magical thing.
Like I said, we'll get that next week then, won't we?
We will find out with that what happens next week.
Yep.
Because she doesn't Okay, real quick. Morgan, she doesn't come down to the mortal plane.
Right.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, that I know.
That doesn't happen. That's a very abnormal occurrence for her to be down here. So the fact that she's down on the mortal plane
Means it's serious business, y'all.
shit's going down. Michael and the others will come down. The only two that do not, that you know of, are her
and
Orpho.
yeah.
God, so that means we're in an occasion where a planetar is the least of our issues right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's on your side.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if
she's
she is
here,
having to
there's
come
something
down,
else going
that
down.
means that what we're dealing with is and she immolated one of the guys who it took all of us fighting very hard to deal with. Jesus.
I'm debating on what nickname to give her. But you just gotta give her a nickname. She doesn't know who it is. She just thinks it's just a nice lady who knows how to do magical things, and she wants to learn. She wants to learn how to do the fire thing.
There's several reasons why she could do that. That I'm not going to explain right now because it will spoil things. But that's what we're going to call it. So, chat, thank you for watching. We will pick back up next week, same time. We will not, just for reference, we will not be having a game on Friday the 1st. I will be in Seattle.
Okie dokie.
For Extra Life. So I'll be in Seattle for Extra Life. I'll be on the Dumpstack Charisma stream. We'll be doing all kinds of stuff for that. But we won't have a session that day. Just for the chat's purposes, because you guys already knew that. But yeah, so if you guys want to go around and we'll say our goodbyes and tell them where they can find us. And we can start today with... We started with Sierra, so we'll start with Alucard today.
Hello there, everybody. I play Alucard here. I am Angela, otherwise known as Phoenix24Fem on Twitter. Also Phoenixfem23 on Discord. If you look for that name in most places, that's usually what it is. I really don't change my name that often, but you can find my writings on my Patreon at Philosophem. And normally on the weekends, you could find me DMing a D&D 5e Homebrew World Adventures in Agni. This week, we likely will not be having an episode because a lot of people from our group are at Big Bad Con, so it's going to be hard to try and do something. Yeah, people are out, so this week is probably going to be a breakup from streaming. But otherwise, yeah, I'm here for Ari's group, and I'm just around the WTTP server a lot if you want to say hello, because I'm very friendly and I love giving and spreading happiness to everybody. That's me.
Okay, Morgan.
Hey, I'm Ray. You can find me on Twitter at Ray Transitional. You can find me pretty much everywhere else. At Crystallize Me, Discord server here on Twitch, though I don't do anything really. And I play Morgan, the Nephilim Blood Hunter. I am all around the WTTP Discord server. I'm here on Fridays, occasionally on Sundays as well, when the POC show Vibrant, Visible, Victorious one-shot series comes back. I'll be there occasionally as well, but yeah, I don't do a whole lot.
Pashini?
Yeah. I'm Nuka Puka on all social media. I also play in one of Ori's games, which is on Mondays. My Tuesdays, but Mondays. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I do art sometimes, so follow me on Twitter if you want to see some stuff. And I've got some environment design work coming up that will be a part of pretty much just Game Master's Dungeon Master sort of pack that I'm building. So yeah.
Okay, I see.
And hi, I'm Bakura's Rafer on Twitter. You can also you can find me, of course, here on Friday evenings playing this great campaign where I'm finally playing a high level character for us. But you can also find me on Monday evenings at 7 p.m. UK time on the Blood the Thames channel, playing our new Chronicle Blood the Thamesties. which is a Vampire the Masquerade game. Which, if you're not aware of the system, please be aware it is a horror game. So work with that. But we just started. We just had our first episode Monday just gone. We'll be into our second episode with new characters, and it's it's proving good. So good. Give it to you so quick. All your fan art. Yeah, that's me.
You can find me everywhere pretty much as the_lady_Orig. Right. Yeah.
Say it right. We're at week 4 of trying to say that name.
The_lady_.
I got it right. I got my name right for once. I know, it's weird, isn't it, Sophie? But yeah, so you can find me everywhere. I DM here on Friday afternoons at 1 o'clock. I DM on my channel Monday afternoons at 2:30 Eastern Time. There's a Homebrew Fae game called Shadows and Starlight, and last week's episode was a big one, so Monday's gonna be some stuff. We're nearing the end of the season, so it's gonna be interesting. Big scary wolf mama had some issues last week. But yeah, I do art and stuff too. My commissions are closed right now. I will post on Twitter and Discord and everything when they are back open. Currently working on a project with Death by Mage that I'm really excited about. I can't share it with you right now, but it's full of fun goodness and some memes. And yeah, so we will post that when it's live. But yeah, if you guys want to continue supporting the channel, go to Patreon and the Discord, and we have a merch store for this channel, as well as I have merch stuff on my channel. So you can use the discount code for Welcome to the Party. It's welcome to get 10% off. But yeah, you can find all kinds of fun stuff there. But it's all kinds of different artists and shows and stuff. You can find all kinds of stuff. And thank you to Roll20 for sponsoring us. It's been good. So we're going to raid We Are Nerdsmith. Yes. I can do that now. Alright, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Come watch tonight the game, the pirates. There's lots of pirates. Come watch it. Bye! Pirates.